meditation, guys. Good to be here with everybody today. Happy Monday. I hope it's a happy Monday for you so far. And we are going to do a 20-minute meditation for ourselves. About this meditation is kind of dedicated to our self-compassion, becoming our own good friend, taking care of ourselves. And we're going to do some time travel in the meditation. We're going to, by time travel, I mean you will travel through time for yourself. And we're going to do what I call a self rescue practice, which is and we can use these mini practices at any time for ourselves. And the rescue practice is just getting used to imagining yourself in a very wonderful landscape, or maybe it's just sitting in the sun, maybe it's listening to water, but you can do that for yourself at any time. And yeah, so let's open our chat and just welcome each other here. I had a little cold over the weekend, so I didn't let people know about the meditation like I usually do a couple days before, because I didn't know if I'd be so sniffly that it would be hard to lead. But now my cold is at a minimum. You might hear it in my throat a little bit. But I'm very dedicated to being here with everybody Mondays for these 20 to 30-minute meditations. And today I don't have the extra time to do kind of sharing group after, but often on Mondays we do have that time. So welcome everybody. I see Gabriella from Switzerland. Awesome. And Shireen on lunch break. That's wonderful. And I I see that I have not, it's a small group, Mark, so I'm not gonna do that thing because it will take me too much time to find that setting on Zoom. Okay. So let me just check my notes here a second. I didn't make a slideshow for you guys today. I apologize. But we're just to kind of let you know what the stages of this meditation is, in case you're a meditation leader or you're an energy coach, kind of learning these practices. All of the self-compassion meditations are a little different. Today is really focused on self. Sometimes we do compassion practices that are more focused on having compassion for friends, for an enemy, for everyone, and that's beautiful. And when you do self-compassion for yourself, it grows for everyone. So it gives us a space of inner kindness and friendship that then makes it easier for us to be very open and connected to others as well as to ourselves, and open and connected and loving to ourselves in the future and to ourselves in the past also. So we're going to start with grounding our energy, breathing practice. We're going to do a bubble around ourselves. We're going to explore our body with kindness, and we're going to practice speaking to ourselves with kindness. And then we're going to do the rescue practice I talked about, rescuing the self, transporting ourselves to a really beautiful, nurturing, wonderful landscape, receiving that energy. And feeling the connection with this person that we each are, that is unique and wonderful and only one version of us. And then we're going to do the time travel with ourself in the past and in the future. And then we're going to send love to all versions of ourselves. So that's the practice for today. Let's see if my unconscious can keep that as I guide, or I'll have to be looking at my notes. Not sure. So let's just start by grounding our energy, and notice if you like to focus on your feet, or perhaps you like to focus on your sits bones, your lower belly. Maybe you can do all three at the same time. I like to put a hand where I'm bringing my focus, and just breathing and connecting with your own body. Imagining perhaps roots of a tree going down into the earth, or a cord of light that connects you from your center down into the center of the earth through all those beautiful layers of earth, and that radiance of the earth coming up to meet your energy, to shine within you, and just taking your time. You might, as you connect yourself and ground yourself, you might start to feel a slight expansion or perhaps a slowing down. And just notice what your body is doing, what your body is saying. There's, in these meditations, there's no right or wrong way. And whatever shows up, we allow, we honor ourselves, whatever's happening today. The mind is allowed to think, the body can feel, the senses will sense in their own way. And as you ground your energy, let's just imagine a beautiful bubble of light around you. And this light, see how big you want to make your bubble. You're well grounded in your bubble, and it's easy to breathe in and out through your bubble of light. Just imagine this bubble in all directions, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you. And maybe around your bubble of light, if you'd like, call in your resources, all guides, angels, unemployed angels, animal helpers, ancestors, whatever you connect with, your connection with source, with the universe, whatever your wording is perfect. And just breathing and being here now. Feeling your body, feeling your heart space. Maybe you want to put your hands on your heart and say hello. And as you breathe and connect, let your breath be natural. And your breath is a kind of teacher in meditation. We can work with our breath to slow it down or deepen it, but we can also just allow our natural breath to guide us. Noticing our inhale, noticing our exhale. So what's it like right now to just be with your breath for 2 minutes? Aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. And perhaps you feel your body breathing. Perhaps you feel the warmth of your hand on your heart. And without any attempt to change your natural breathing, just noticing it. Almost like you're riding that inhale and riding that exhale, the way we would ride a wave. What's it like in that moment between inhale and exhale, or between exhale and inhale? And bringing your attention back to your heart space, just feeling the warmth there in your heart as you breathe. And as you breathe, notice what the body would like you to know. If the body shows you any space that is asking for attention, be there with that space and take a deep breath. Let your breath be like a healing elixir going right into the spaces of your body. The body is allowed to move, to feel. You're opening your sense of communication with your body. And it's interesting, isn't it, how we are our body, but also we can talk with our body. We can have feelings about our body. And yet we are this body. So notice what it's like to just take a general weather report. How am I today? Perhaps the body shows you information, perhaps the mind. The mind is allowed to think. Emotions are here to be with us, to teach us. We can ride our emotions the way we ride a wave, allowing them to be felt, allowing them to also be experienced as they ebb away. And it's a little bit the way we notice our thoughts. They arise and then they fade away. And as we befriend ourselves, our thoughts, while being beautiful and important, don't have as much control over us. We can notice that part of us that is beyond our thoughts, beyond our feelings, beyond even our body sensing, this part of us that's always here. Maybe you have a name for them, this you, this unique self. And just taking a moment now to speak to yourself as you would speak to a person you care so much for, someone you hold so dear. This is you. You are your own best friend. You are your own center. And whatever shows up, meet it with friendliness, with kindness. Thank yourself for showing you that, for feeling that. And keep breathing in that gentle, loving way, enjoying your breath. What's it like now to just imagine a very nurturing environment? It might just be sitting outside when there's a gentle breeze and a warm sun, and just letting yourself fill with that gentle breeze, that warm sun. Maybe you want to take yourself to a mountaintop and look out at a vast view. Or perhaps you prefer to be by the ocean or by a lake or a river, feeling the gentle tide. Practice taking yourself to different places. And when you get there, when you imagine that place and you take in the different sensations, what's it like to cheer yourself on, to say, good job, you did that, you're feeling this? Really be your own best friend for this moment. And wherever you find yourself now, see what it's like to notice the air around you. Make it extra sweet. Make the sounds you can imagine hearing extra kind, loving. Maybe it's a bird song or the breeze. Maybe it's water. And we don't have to actually hear or actually see. We can just imagine it in our own way through our thoughts, through our sensing. It's different for each of us. And maybe here in this nurturing place, you can give yourself a kind of permission, a permission to be very good to yourself. Is there a kind of permission that would give you a little extra self-love, support? You might start with, I'm allowed, or I give myself the gift. Maybe there's a word like freedom, joy, ease, peace, excitement, love, kindness. What are the words you want to fill yourself with? Just allow these words to enter your body, to be with your mind. These words you give yourself, they're a kind of kindness that has a subtle flow, a subtle energy that surrounds you. And just notice how you are your person, and your person is your job, your number one responsibility to care for this person that is so unique. There's no one else like you in all of the universe. And continuing to breathe and know that you're grounded, you're present. Noticing the words that fill you. Have you ever been in a cave or a place with an echo and you can hear a word you speak sort of filling the space and coming back to you in that echo? Let yourself do that now. Whatever word gives you that inner friendship, that inner kindness. Could be so simple. It could just be, it's okay. Or the word allow. And in this sweetness of giving to yourself, notice yourself yesterday. Can you time travel to some moment yesterday? Some moment yesterday where you can approach yourself with this kindness, this permission, this friendship, and say something kind to yourself yesterday. You might imagine yourself driving or doing an activity, perhaps in the morning or before you go to bed at night, and just give that you yesterday a loving thought, a wish for your wellness. And now imagine yourself tomorrow. What can you imagine about tomorrow? Maybe waking up in the morning. And give that version of you waking up tomorrow morning a wish for your wellness. Maybe it's as simple as good morning. Have a great day. And maybe there's a time from a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, when things were tough in some way. Maybe there was a disappointment or a frustration or an emotion. And just go there. You don't have to know the exact moment, but just thinking sometime in the past, a few months back when I was struggling, and go there. And I like to even use my hands and just imagine filling myself with this understanding. I've got your back. You're going to be okay. I support you. And take some deep breaths, connecting to that past you from a few weeks or a couple months back. And that you yesterday, just feeling into them, letting them know you're their friend, you're there for them. And when you're ready, time traveling to the present, feeling your own current self, your own breath in your body, feeling into that bubble of love and light around you, grounded and present in yourself. Remembering some of those words you use to bring that extra quality of connection, friendship, and just allowing this sense of connection with self right now. Giving permission to your mind, to your breath, to your body, to your feelings. Perhaps that feel of a breeze or the tide of water moving in and out is a nice rhythm to connect to as you just notice this present moment, the flow of it, the felt experience of yourself right now. And if any part of you asks for attention, take a deep breath there. Give that part of you your friendship, your smile. You can put a smile anywhere in your body or feelings, thoughts, meeting it with a friendly smile. And in the spirit of this friendship, imagine a time in the future, a few weeks, a few months ahead. Maybe it's the next season, perhaps it's the holidays or it's spring. And connect with that future you. Imagine yourself making a meal or taking a walk or waking up in the morning. And let this future you feel your generosity, your your inner love. Share this presence with this future self and give them a wish for their wellness. And just imagine for a moment you're there in the future receiving this wish. wow, for some reason you just feel lighter, more present, more connected. And you're connecting with yourself through time. Returning back to this moment. And let's make some wishes for ourselves, wishes for our well being. May I experience, and you fill it in. May I have, and whatever it is you wish for, fill that in for yourself. Feel it around you and in you. And it may not be things, but instead it's wishes for your well being, for your joy, for your inner truth, for your gifts to be expanded and clear to you, for your own sense of worthiness, regardless of any action or activity. Just knowing that you care for yourself as you are. Perhaps there's words like, I am enough. I am here for myself. And let those thoughts, those wishes help you ground with earth, feeling both the expanded lightness of presence, like an energy that welcomes and smiles and connects with all others, with all goodness, all kindness, all wholeness, and also is held and connected and comforted by this grounded presence of the body, of the moment, just like a tree that has deep spreading roots and also wide open branches, taking in the sun and the rain and the wind and the air and the animals and the sounds, and feeling into the earth, that connection, that source of strength, that solid beingness. And just take a moment here knowing that you're all of these things. And when you're ready, take 3 deep breaths, breathing in fully and exhaling all the way, maybe a little even an extra exhale. And letting these 3 breaths bring you back into this time and place. When you're ready, opening your eyes. And I like to do a little finger connecting, index finger to thumb, and then middle finger to thumb, ring finger, pinky finger, and going in your own way, your own pace, connecting the fingers together is a kind of mudra that brings connection in our energy and our body. And you'll know when you're done. You can flick your fingers or give yourself a hug. When we connect the 2 sides of our body through a self hug, we're creating connection in our brain that gives us a lot greater attention and focus. And we can do that with our hands too. Okay, I hope you're well. I hope this meditation was like a good inner friend for you, and that with that self-compassion, you have some practices that you can use whenever in the day. Like, I don't know, you get to the grocery store and before you go in, you you do one of those practices. Be well, everybody, and I'll be back here on Monday with you to meditate again. Take care. Yeah, and we can send each other wishes for wellness too. I'm just going to go to gallery view. Not everyone's in video, but just sending everybody big hugs. Yeah, take care. Oh, I love all the hearts. It's so great. Be well, guys.